Absolutely, Istanbul is the place to be for Manchester City come the 10th of May when the file out, the 10th of June precisely when the file out against a dogged Inter side in the finals of this season's UEFA Champions League. For Pep Guardiola, there's no stopping that manager. 100th UCL winning the kitty. He was also able to make it five Premier League title in the last 6 seasons. A record, if you ask me, for that manager. Would also be looking at how they might possibly win the Champions League based on the momentum in the side at this point. My name is Matthew Kugbe saying welcome once more to another, what promises to be another exciting episode of Football Bankers. The show is made possible by 1xBet. It is the finale weekend in the English Premier League. City are champions. It's no longer news, but we'll be looking at the likes of Leicester City, Everton, and Leeds United, who would join Southampton in the drop as far as this season's EPL relegated teams are concerned. These and more would form the nucleus of today's package. Stay with us.
Lucky Spring from 1xBet. Take part in promotion with cool prizes. Bet on the any sports events. Get tickets. Have a chance to win cool prizes. The more you bet, the greater your chances. Use promo code to get a welcome bonus right now.
Yes, if you just joined us, the show is Football Bankers made possible by 1xBet. The regulars are here in the studio, Farouk Adetola, as well as Azu Ume. Nigeria on the march again. The most important fixture filing out against the Brazilian. It is the Under-20 FIFA World Cup. We've seen the Eaglet against Dominican Republic. We saw them also against the Italians. It's now for them to be able to stand up to be counted when they file out against a much more compact Brazilian side. The show is Football Bankers. Let me make welcome Farouk Adetola.
Well, it's good to be in the studio again once with you guys. Definitely time for us to talk sport and entertain those that are watching us at this point in time, and perhaps also guide their narrative as far as making money is concerned. You're welcome, guys.
And Azu is also in the studio.
Yeah, Matthew, always fantastic to be here. Like you said, finale this weekend hasn't been very good in terms of how Nigerians have fared with their club sides, not just in England, but also in Italy, also in Germany. And these are regulars for the Super Eagles, you know, always getting relegated. You know, one of Alex Iwobi, Kelechi Iheanacho, Wilfred Ndidi will join Joe Aribo and Paul Onuachu in playing in the championship next season. Hopefully, you know, one of them gets, escape the drop. We don't want a situation where both Everton and Leicester City, you know, get the drop at the end of the season.
Yeah, so before we talk about Nigerians who might possibly escape the drop and those who might just be playing in the championship come next season, let's look at the Under-20 Eagles, the Flying Eagles. Boso Arna's men have shown that, yes, if given the desired support, we saw them in their first game, in their second game. The focus now is the game against Brazil by 7 p.m. precisely on Saturday. Let's look at that fixture. Farouk, your expectation beyond what they've done in their first 2 games. You expect them to come out and play against this Brazilian side that nobody on paper you want to tip the Brazilians ahead of our players.
Yeah, Brazil are a footballing nation. If you ask me, they've got a lot of talent, especially young talents that are coming up. But you cannot also discard Nigerians for what we have done so far this tournament. The first match, a lot of people were expecting us to spank Dominican Republic, but a lot of people forget to understand that this team were in the final of their own region, lost, finished second in their own region. So you have to respect so many things, especially at the underage level. I also say there are no minnows as far as football is concerned at the underage level. But Nigeria and Brazil, always a historical time we are playing together, especially at this level. I feel that we have a chance of winning against them only if we remain very compact at the defense, which we should be doing right about now, and also convert chances. We have not been doing that. Lanamboso has been working on that, a couple of times, but it has not gelled together. But hopefully, it might come into fruition against the Brazilian.
Yes, hopefully it happens when Ladamboso and his players files out against the Brazilian come precisely 7 p.m. This weekend, Saturday, is the big one for Nigeria. Away from the Flying Eagles, let's take a message at this point, and when we return, we'll be talking plenty in the English Premier League. It is the finale weekend. Stay with us.
Jackpot of the week. Place bets and hit the jackpot. Log into the OneXBet account. Click on the Take Part button. Place bets and take part in the jackpot draw. Feel like a winner with OneXBet. Use promo code to get a bonus on your first deposit.
Yes, time to talk the English Premier League. It is the finale weekend and teams are expected to be confirmed for relegation. Man City, the champions, that is no longer news. But at this point, we are praying for our Nigerians to ensure that they avoid a drop and not play in the championship come next season. The show is still Football Bankers. The regulars are here in the studio. It's time to look at fixtures that will be going down this weekend. Let's look at the regular names, the top guns. If you ask me, we're looking at the likes of Arsenal against Wolves. Farouk, let's talk about Arsenal playing against Wolves. You want to say the momentum is no longer there. What exactly would Arsenal be playing for in this one?
Well, just to tell their fans bye-bye, and I also wish them the best because they've been very sportive all through the season. Arsenal are playing for absolutely nothing. They are guaranteed second, and Wolves are already, so they have already survived the drop. And so for me, it's just for them to enjoy themselves and also part ways with their fans befittingly. Hopefully, they can come back stronger next season.
Azul, let's look at Brentford up against Manchester City. Same Brentford defeated Arsenal and ensured that City wins the league early enough.
Yeah, it was Nottingham Forest that defeated Arsenal to ensure that City were crowned champions.
No, before now, Brentford also defeated Arsenal.
Yeah, Arsenal
2 games before.
Yeah, Arsenal dropped a lot of points in the running. Yes, obviously in this game, what I'll be looking at, is goals. I think that City with Guardiola has already shown his hand. He's rested players, and he's obviously looking at the FA Cup final. He's looking at the UEFA Champions League, and so you expect a lot of rotation in this one. But I still expect plenty goals. Obviously, Brentford will be hamstrung by the absence of Ivan Toney, banned for many, many months for, betting against the rules of the FA, obviously. But for this one, it's all about goals. Both teams are not really playing for anything. It's goals. Brentford are guaranteed to finish in the top half of the season, of the table. So I'm thinking goals in this one, at least 3 goals.
Everton needs to win and win emphatically against Bournemouth to avoid a drop, Farouk.
It's interesting for Everton because they've been in this position for the last 3 years in the league, and I begin to wonder a team that's one of the most successful side as far as winning the top flight in England is concerned are battling with the drop for the last 2 or 3 years right about that. But I think Everton are capable of doing it. We have seen some of the results they have been able to come up with at the last net in this season. So hopefully they're playing at home and they should be able to at least make that count. They might not score a lot of goals to survive, but at least most important thing for them to just win first and hope that other results go in their own favor.
As will Leicester City survive West Ham?
I don't think so. I think obviously the draw against Newcastle helped them to stay execution, but like Farouk has said, what Everton actually needs to do is win. As long as they win, the Leicester can't do anything. Even if Leicester does win, it's inconsequential. So I think that Leicester have left it a little too late for survival. Even if they win, I expect Everton to beat Bournemouth, and so I think Leicester are doomed, unfortunately.
At least you'll be able to survive against Tottenham, if you ask me. Is there a possibility?
It's very, very jam-packed right about now. Only just one team out of that 3 can survive. And, for so many reasons for me, I've got 2 Nigerians battling relegation in 2 teams. Leeds United, I don't have any interest in them. Although some others I said that wants to keep them in the league. So it's crazy. It's about luck at times. And I feel that the result they got against, the Leeds United, I can't remember the last match they played, where they had a draw, was also very, very instructive for them. But against Tottenham Hotspur, who everybody are beating left, right, and center, they have a very fair chance. But they also need result elsewhere to survive the drop. So Leeds, Leicester, and Everton will be hoping that they can do themselves a favor. But I feel that Everton have got their own destiny in their own hands.
Yes, several pulsating fixture. You want to say action-packed in the English Premier League this weekend. You can also follow the games because they would be played simultaneously. Every game kicks off at the same time, and you can also keep a tab and also monitor your tickets in that regard. Remember, we are coming to you courtesy of OneXBet. We are also doing a breather at this point, and when we return, we'll be talking plenty of the Spanish La Liga. Stay with us.
Lucky Spring from OneXBet. Take part in promotion with cool prizes. Bet on any sports events. Get tickets. Have a chance to win cool prizes. The more you bet, the greater your chances. Use promo code to get a welcome bonus right now.
The racist chant against Vinicius Jr. in the La Liga really have brought the league under plenty of bad lights in the last couple of days, but we believe that they would be able to come out of it going by fixtures that will be going down this weekend. The La Liga itself, the president of the La Liga, for me, really didn't cover himself with plenty of glory based on a couple of information or messages he also put out there. We hope that that won't overshadow what they would bring to the plate this weekend when teams begins to file out. It will be Sevilla up against Real Madrid at home. Let me start with you, Azu. Vinicius has gotten plenty of support even back home in Brazil. Iconic edifices are being shut down just to ensure that they show solidarity with him. Against a side like Sevilla, would that tell on a team like Real Madrid?
I expect Vinicius to come out, wants to prove a point. Real Madrid too, the wheels have come off over the past 3-4 games, you know. Sevilla obviously preparing for the Europa League final. What I expect in this game is goals. I do not think that Sevilla would win. I'm not sure that Real Madrid can win, but I expect at least 3 goals in this one.
Vallecano up against Villarreal.
Well, it's another match that we should be looking forward to because Vallecano has also played quite well recently. I think they got the better of is it Barcelona or Real Madrid lately, and they're also trying to fight away from the drop. For Villarreal, it's been a very tough season for them. At the point in time, they were the UU of the Spanish league, and the point in time just fell off the park, without us knowing exactly how it happened. So, being the last game of the season, also in La Liga, I feel that what we should be looking forward to is goals, goals, and goals. So, for me, I think Villarreal will at the point in time get a goal in that match. But for those that are putting their interest as far as betting is concerned, I would advise you go for 1.5 in that match.
Azu, quickly, does Barcelona still have anything to play for? They are up against Mallorca.
Absolutely nothing. And I think the last, couple of results have shown that they've lost at home at Nou Camp. They've lost away to a team like Valladolid. I think it was 3-1. That defensive solidity that they were noted for. I think the players are mentally on vacation, and so I wouldn't, put my money on Barcelona to win any other game again. I mean, obviously it's the last game. I would expect, though, goals in this one. Lewandowski would probably be looking at, seeing if he can end the season as a top scorer. So I would expect goals in this one.
Yes, the show is still Football Bankers. We hope you are following the in-depth analysis and also giving you guides on how to go about your stake this weekend. Remember, the place to be ace1xbet.ng. We are doing a breather at this point, and when we return, action also continues in the Italian Serie A.